They live just as people, as we do. They don't have anything special in their lives. I mean, the Maya people. No.
Mm-mm. No, the Roman Catholic Church took care of that.
But I think that the influence of the church is very weak in Europe, in Western Europe, I mean. In Belgium, for example, the young people rarely believe in Catholicism. Belgium is a Catholic country,
Okay.
but few people really practice. I mean, young people really go
Well,
to
see,
church.
that's the whole thing. The same thing in Mexico. Everybody's a Catholic, just about, or they're evangelical, but not very many of them are actually practicing anything.
You know, in Cancun, when we were there, next to our hotel, there was a church. It's a Catholic, but I don't know exactly which part. On Sunday, there were people going there and they sang. The choir was really beautiful.
Okay.
It seems just some local people that they came in. Also some young people and old and different age.
Uh,
I was a bit surprised. I thought that would not happen in Belgium, for example.
okay. They have when they have mass, they have a fair amount of people. They have special things for the children. You know, they have here. They have uh, their groups. Like they have a group of women that they have their they do certain things, and then there's like 4 or 5 groups of women that do certain things, and for the festivals. So when we have holidays, they get out their little virgin flags and do their thing. They go to the church and they put things in the church, but it's not something they do every day. So it depends. It's like anymore, most of the festivals is just another reason to get drunk. The women go to church, the men drink, much like Ireland and most other Catholic countries. Especially since they have changed the church so much that it's like, I don't know, it doesn't have the same energy. The priests down here are like, of course, I guess they're like priests everywhere. They don't even have the energy, I don't think. When I was at Catholic school, we had, like, it was still Latin Mass. I sang in the choir. We did all mostly Latin. Uh, it was beautiful. The chapel was very nice. Uh, it's, but it's like when they changed it over, it probably lost its pageantry. But it's like, what I don't understand is why they had to change it when you have, on one side you had the Latin, on the other side you had your own language. Of course, in third world countries, most people don't read. So the people here don't read books. When they see me with a book that thick, they say, "What are you reading, Calypso?" I said, "A novel." What? With no pictures? And the gorier the pictures, the better. You should see some of their newspapers. Oh my God. It's like, if it's gory and bloody, they want it on the front page. And there's some newspapers that's all they have. is like if there's a train wreck and they have all these bodies stacked up like wood, and people actually buy that stuff.
And what do you like most? The life here, this
The
quiet
tranquility.
tranquility.
But it's getting to where pretty soon I'm going to have to find a new place.
But you're going to look for a new place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why?
Because it's getting to be everybody's too busy trying to make money, and nobody's living, and I just, it's like everybody's rushing around. It's starting to feel like the United States.
But I suppose everywhere would be more or less the same. Will
No.
you be able to find another tranquil place?
Oh, there's tons of them. You just have to get off the beaten path. Places that are just starting to open up. That's
But,
still
but
not.
then, but then, if there are not so many tourists, then I mean, what you do is linked to the tourism.
Yes.
So you cannot stay away from the tourism.
No, you don't stay away. What you do is you go, you sit and you work, and then you go out to sell. When you go out to sell, all you do is you take merchandise. You set up, you sell for a month or two, then you go back. Okay. It's like, see, before, when I first came here, it was a lot different, a lot different. Of course, I didn't do this then either. See, I've only been doing this since I was 50. I came down when I was in my 40s, early 40s. And I worked for the government. I worked for other people. And then I started doing this because this is what I really like to do. And I was 50 years old before I started doing this. But you can always make enough to survive on. You know, it's like, I don't worry about, you can always get a can of beans and some tortillas. You know, it's like,
What do you mean by tortillas?
tortillas,
Uh,
food to eat.
fruit. Ah,
Yeah,
I don't know this fruit.
food.
Food. Tortillas.
Yes, you know
Yeah.
tortillas.
Yeah, tortillas. Yeah.
It's, you know, it's like, my needs are very simple. I don't need a whole lot of stuff. I have way too much stuff. Boy, do I have too much stuff. So it's one of those things that when I go to Palenque, it's it's busy and yet it isn't. It's like people come in and they go out. It's not noisy. Uh, I live in a place that, in a palapa, you know, I hang a hammock. And it's, tourists come and they go. And they stay for a few days and they go. So it's not like you're always bombarded. It's not like here where you have to be ready for everything. Up there, I don't have to be ready for anything. I get up in the morning, I go down, I set up my table, have my coffee, and when the breakfast thing is over, I put a thing over my table. I go rest, I go have lunch, I go to and do work, and then in the afternoon, when the people start coming again, then I go and sit at my table and sell, and I read, or I talk to people. So it's not like here where I have other things to do.
You mean taking care of some of the things
Well,
here?
that, yeah, you know, it's like, having to be aware of what everybody else is doing.
But I suppose you don't have to if you don't want to.
Well, the thing is that, thank you. It's a matter of responsibility for me because she does a lot of things for me, and that I can't possibly pay for. So I do things for her that she can't pay for. So it's a matter of, like, yeah, I could just, there's too many people in the world that just lay back and let everybody do and do and do, and they don't do anything. So I can't do that. It's a payback. I met a guy once and he said, well, how come you just don't stay with friends and stuff like that? I said, well, fish and friends after 3 days start to smell.
Yeah, I heard the saying also. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's better like this. People always respect each other and try to do things.
And self-respect.
Yeah.
Like if you're sleeping on somebody's couch, different couch every night, and you don't do anything, how can you have any self-respect, much less have anybody respect you? So it's one of those things that if I was paying rent and food and stuff like that, yeah, I wouldn't bother. They're not. So I have to put my part in.
Yeah. But you said you had also, when you first came here, you had also family here in Chichen-Itza.
No, I lived with a family.
I lived with a family. I thought there was some relatives.
No.
Did you lose anything?
2个小时呢。
Do you sometimes think also of the meaning of life?
Well, I look at it this way. Life is life. God is God. And I have to make my own meaning because nobody can give you a meaning. Like I couldn't give you the same meaning I have for myself. So it's like everybody's, looking for signs and wonders and words of prophets. And the thing is that I can't give you a meaning because it wouldn't be meaningful to you. It's only meaningful to me.
Yeah, and the meaning for you, is
I don't ask that question.
yeah. Some people say that it's a wrong question to ask because I often ask this question.
Yeah.
Sometimes now and then I ask some people who I find that I can really talk to. Then I ask this question. Then usually the answer would be that's a wrong question to ask.
Right. It's not a Buddha question. If you ask Buddha that question, he'd say it was a wrong question too. Because there's no meaning.
Because when we were young, we were brought up to believe in that we should live for an idealist.